Well, like obvious. I mean, first of all, I'm amazed that we have this deep connection over wings because we spent a lot of time together.
And we never talked about it.
We never talked about it. But one of the things I'm curious about, because there's no one else to talk to about this, is, all right, let's say you have a girlfriend, even if you don't.
Right.
If you eat a wing, all right, you wake up in the morning, you take a shower.
Right.
You're fresh. And you eat a wing at any point during the day.
Okay.
Most people take a shower once a day. So if you eat a wing, I always eat a wing with the left hand and hold the cup of ranch sauce with the right. So the right hand, whatever dressing it is, because my right hand, I always eat at my computer, so the right hand has to be clean to use the mouse.
Right.
The left hand, eat the wing, and then I set up my garbage bag just so the same hand I eat with also discards the bones.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm done, I wash the left hand, but do not touch the right, because even with heavy soap, I find
you get
that
the residue.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not residue. It's a sauce. Residue is a negative term. It's a sauce. It's a great sauce, and a great sauce sticks to your hand longer. And I found, and I don't want to say anything in front of my lady friend, but I have found that if I know she's coming over, and I've eaten a wing, I will pretend to have gone to the gym and then take a shower, so I can get that shower. So I can take, because if I don't, and I even have that hand within like a foot of her, let alone on her, I can smell it on her shoulder the next morning.
And it can be an irritant if you're touching.
It's not. It's not sex. I mean, it
can also be an irritant.
Well, if you have sensitive skin. But that thing is, I found that even after washing my hand and taking a shower the next morning, it's still there. Okay. It's really like a wing. It's a 24-hour commitment.
If I cooked wings for Slavs, these parties, cooking wings for 20, 30 Slavs, and that's a 2 or 3 day commitment. You could smell the oil.
On them?
On me. Probably on them too. You know what I find? Swimming. I'll go for a nice long swim in a heavily chlorinated pool.
Helps. There aren't any pools around here. It's really tough, man. The other thing that really upsets me is, like, you go past a restaurant, you love their wings because they put exactly the right amount of sauce on it. Forget whether the sauce is bought from a distributor or made there. That's seldom made there. But if you happen to walk by that place between 7 and 9 in the morning, when they have discarded the prior day's unused sauce, and it's like leaking from the canister, well,
like the shaking canister?
Yeah, there's a canister and it's just buckets in front of the place, and it's that perfect sauce of which you might get an ounce or two get in a 20 wing box. Right. But when there was like gallons of it leaking, you can't stop thinking to yourself, that's disgusting.
Right.
And I ate that.
Really?
Over and over, and I love it.
I'm not disgusted by the sauce.
But if it's gallons of it, if you had gallons of
oil,
wine,
gallons of oil.
What do you think? I could bottle that and drink it, but you have gallons of wing sauce. It's disgusting. It's less is more.
I look at the sauce and I want to eat wings. The oil sometimes disgusts me.
The smell the smell is always, even
the
if
oil, once it's in the air.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, I find that if I don't eat I always order 30 because I can eat 20, and then I always think maybe this time.
What's your record?
30. Well, that's why I ordered 30, because I ate 20, and then maybe this time
57 once.
It's disgusting. But only the small
I was 17.
Years old.
Playing football practice every day, burning a lot of calories.
You have to.
Yeah.
No, the thing I think is, if I order 30 and eat 29, there's only one wing remaining, and I throw it out, I put it in the trash. Any other food you throw away, by the morning it smells gross. You don't want to eat it. But I have, in fact, fetched out that wing the next morning and eaten it, because the smell, it's still good.
Right.
But only from my place, not the other place. Other places don't have that kind of.
Well, the one advantage to throwing the wing out and fishing it out is that a refrigerated wing is not good. So you're almost better off fishing it out of the garbage.
Well, I sometimes let it just sit in the counter overnight because I figured, the sauce is so toxic that nothing could possibly damage that well-protected wing. I also, if I throw it away, I throw them away on purpose, the ones I won't eat, in order to prevent myself from eating any more.
Right.
But when I throw it away, I position it in the trash can just so it'll still be removable.
Like a person who quit smoking and throws the cigarettes in the garbage.
Yeah, but then make sure they don't go in the part where the liquid is, so they have to get it out. Yeah. Also, I hate, it's like you ever order wings, and I always need extra celery and sauce. And then I stockpile the sauce for the next time in case I run out, because it does happen. Because other people like me also order 5 times as much sauce as you need.
Right.
So you always stockpile sauce, but then the sauce, which comes with the right consistency, if it's refrigerated more than 24 hours, becomes goopy.
Yeah.
So a place that served it goopy like right off the bat, I'll never
Right.
go again.
And even if you heat that goopy sauce up, it never mixes.
It's never the same.
The butter and
It's like
and
opening a
the cayenne
bottle of
pepper
wine.
sauce will not mesh in the right way.
That's the thing about when you get the
You
sauce.
understand wings pretty well. You're from New York, right?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Well, I had a wing experience. I was referring to earlier as the grotesquerie of my obsession. I was at NYU. You and I were hanging out. You're driving that Nixon era Cadillac limo that caught fire all the time, and the fire would come out of the AC vents. Anyway, probably a great place to cook wings. So, and I remember back then you couldn't order delivery food like today. Like
Right.
the minimum order was $20. Today it's 10. And so Pluck You just opened, and the minimum order was $20. $20. That's like back then that was 50 wings. And so I would order it, and my father always said to me, never leave an empty plate. And even though
How old are you? This is
at the time,
Yeah.
19.
19.
And so I'd order the 50, and they would come, and I'd feel so guilty about leaving them uneaten. And there's one thing, you can give food to a homeless person or to charity. There's one the food you can never give to anyone. If you give, if someone was hungry and you offer them your uneaten wings, if it's a stranger,
there's a homeless person asking for food, we should have said, okay, I'm taking them from her.
it's that one food that is, it goes from the best thing in the world to an insult if given to the wrong person. It's true. Wine is always a gift.
Right.
Steak is
You have
always
to
a
be the right
gift. A
person,
chicken
you
wing,
have to be the right person.
it could be like it's like an attack. It's on the wrong person.
Unless you find that right person who appreciates it.
The other thing which is bizarre is like Mexican food. In Mexico, there are high-end Mexican restaurants. There aren't that many high-end Mexican restaurants in New York City.
A high-end?
High-end, like
high-end,
a quality.
okay, right.
Like, is there a Mexican restaurant where you can spend $80 a head?
I don't know.
Not in New York City, but in Mexico you can. Why isn't there a place where these wings are the best, but not only are they the best, they don't cost $10 for
Right.
8 or 15. This is a place. A plate of wings don't cost you $75.
Atomic is trying to do something like that.
But their branding is wrong. A quality wing can't be based on a brand with weaponry and explosives. It's got to be, the brand has to be like homemade. The chicken just died. The sauce was just made.
Yeah.
It's like it can't.
The Anchor Bar should have franchised.
Where's that?
20 years ago.
Oh,
They invented
that
the brand.
place.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You ever been in Buffalo? Have you ever had
No,
wings in Buffalo?
I didn't know that the buffalo wing was named after buffalo.
Really?
I thought it had
Until
something to do
now?
with the buffalo
Until this
animal.
second?
I really did.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you should come to Buffalo.
I should, but I'm
won't.
trying to lay off the
I know.
wings. I've been cold turkey because I lost almost 30 pounds when I stopped eating wings.
Really?
Yeah, I used to eat them 4 times a week.
Really?
Yeah, and then my favorite
I
other
didn't know
food
this.
was mint chocolate chip ice cream, which came only in a bucket of like a gallon.
You know, I don't know why. We are going to meet with some nutritionists, and I hope to remember to ask them this question. For some reason, I crave ice cream after I eat wings.
So do I. Well, because the
something about the
lactose, it coats. It's almost like the equivalent of it. Ice cream is like Pepto-Bismol. Ice cream is to wings as Pepto-Bismol is to steak.
And your body craves that after you've had the wing.
Well, it also
All the grease
if
and
you
the-
dipped your hand in ice cream, I guarantee you'd get that wing residue off.
You think so?
Better than soap. It's not quite. This is something about the acidity. No, it's not even funny. It's true.
It's funny because it's true.
What's also strange is like you buy a chicken, you carve it, you cook it. After you've cooked it, you can still look at it and say, I know which part of the chicken it used to fly in its vestigial form millennia
Right.
ago. But you eat a chicken when you have a bucket of wings, and there's only 2 parts. Where's the rest?
Right. 4 parts.
Well, 1 wing per side and a leg.
2 wings.
Okay, well,
Right.
1 wing.
It's the-
There's no
it's
4 wing.
The 2 types of wing make up the actual wing on the animal.
Where's the rest of the animal?
Chicken breasts.
But not in a buffalo style.
Not in a
Why
buffalo
not?
style. Because the surface area, the amount of wing per surface area of meat is all wrong for any other food but the wing.
That's interesting because I never actually.
If you fry a chicken breast and coat it in buffalo wing sauce, that's not right.
It's an interesting
You get
point.
too much meat for
That's why
each
chicken
bite.
fingers have never been as popular as wings.
Right.
Because the chicken finger, no matter what proportion length to width, is always too thick around the middle.
You need a lot of skin. You need that much skin.
It's never the same.
Yeah.